In a surprising yet compelling twist, Brianna Turner has joined forces with Caitlin Clark for an intense new training regimen, an unlikely pairing that has captured the attention of WNBA watchers. Turner, who once shared the court with Angel Reese during her brief tenure with the Chicago Sky, now finds herself alongside the Indiana Fever's rising phenom. Despite the headlines, Turner's journey has been anything but smooth. Her stint in Chicago was short-lived, with underwhelming stats of just 1.2 points and 2.0 rebounds per game, numbers that pale in comparison to her earlier form when she averaged a solid 7.8 points, 9.4 rebounds, and 1.8 assists per night. While her offensive output has declined, Turner's reputation as a defensive asset remains intact. Her 2020 campaign, marked by an impressive average of 2 blocks per game, underscores her ability to bolster the Fever's front court with much-needed interior toughness and rim protection. Now, training alongside Clark, Turner opens up about the experience, shedding light on how this unexpected collaboration came to be, a narrative shaped by past connections and a shared drive to elevate their game.
I love what Frolling's done this season. She's just been so consistent throughout the year. Turner looking to feed Bourne. Great move.
Though the Indiana Fever are emerging from a disappointing 2022 to 2023 campaign, it was her extensive championship experience across multiple competitive levels that caught the discerning eye of the franchise's front office during the offseason. Aware of the intangible value that such a pedigree brings, particularly in cultivating a winning culture within a rebuilding environment, Indiana acted swiftly and decisively, extending an opportunity that aligned with both their strategic vision and her veteran leadership potential.
Turner, who helped lead the Irish to a championship in 2018.
Turner was selected 11th overall in the 2019 WNBA draft. She's a two-time All-WNBA Defensive First Team member, and Turner comes to the Fever from the Chicago Sky.
According to the WNBA transactions page, the exact terms of Brianna Turner's deal with the Indiana Fever remain undisclosed. But one thing is crystal clear: it's not a training camp contract. That detail alone suggests something substantial. This wasn't a minimum deal to fill out the bench. No, this was something more. Something that carried weight. It's right there in black and white. Brianna Turner signed with the Indiana Fever on Sunday, February 16, 2025. No details yet on whether the contract is guaranteed or what kind of structure it holds, but what we do know is that Turner is officially headed to Indiana, leaving behind the Chicago Sky, a team mired in off-season turmoil. And as that ink dried, the whispers began. Was this a smart move? Or one she might soon regret? Critics questioned it. Skeptics raised eyebrows. But the truth? That lay somewhere deeper. To find it, you'd have to ask, what kind of team is Indiana building? And did Turner just leave a better shot at winning behind in Chicago? Let's rewind the tape. Since 2016, the Indiana Fever struggled to find their identity. But last season, they finally cracked the 500-point mark and, more importantly, ended a brutal 7-year playoff drought. And now, with major additions like Dawana Bonner and Brianna Turner, they're clearly aiming higher. Championship high. They're not just rebuilding anymore. They're reloading. Turner's decision wasn't made lightly. She saw something in Indiana, something more than stats or wins. She saw commitment. A front office investing in women, in excellence, and in cultivating a championship culture. And for a veteran searching for a fresh start, that meant everything. But beneath the headlines and contract talk, how does Turner really feel? From the moment she arrived in Indiana, she could feel the energy, the excitement, the fan base, the fever. I mean, the fandom was great when I was in South Bend, she shared. And Fever fans? They fill up Gainbridge Fieldhouse. This is a basketball state. People go all out for their teams. I've only been here a few days, and already people are stopping me in public like, wait, you play for the Fever? They're hyped. And I'm excited to be part of that. Wearing navy, gold, and red once again, this time back in her college number 11, Turner's ready to turn the page. She spoke highly of the Fever's culture, the professionalism, and how she felt like she fit right into their long-term vision. This just felt full circle, she said. I followed a lot of these players throughout college and into the league. Now, I'm finally sharing the court with them. Kelsey Mitchell? Been here from the beginning. Aaliyah Boston? A future cornerstone. Caitlin Clark? She's changing the game. And now I get to be a part of that. Indiana's goal for 2025 is clear: make a deep playoff run. And Turner, once a quiet contributor on a struggling Chicago team, now has a real shot at a bigger impact. But not everything has been smooth. Turner recently took to X to express concern over the officiating in the unrivaled league where she played in the offseason. Her issue? Too many technical fouls being handed out for soft infractions. But in her entire college and pro career, Turner's never received a single tech. In fact, she's known as a peacemaker, often stepping in between teammates and referees to de-escalate tension. And with the spotlight shining ever brighter in Indiana, she may need that role more than ever. Still, all referee concerns aside, one thing is certain: Indiana just secured serious frontcourt depth. Turner fills a crucial gap in their roster, one that was glaring during stretches of last season. She's already working. Turner was spotted in an intense off-season workout session alongside Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell. The Fever's Instagram lit up on Sunday, sharing images of the trio locked in, getting reps, preparing for war. Fans flooded the comments. The hype? Real. But let's be honest. Wherever Caitlin Clark goes, the spotlight follows. And just beyond that spotlight, lurking like a shadow refusing to fade, is Angel Reese. The rivalry, the tension, the unspoken chase. It's all unfolding before our eyes. Fever fans are watching, comparing every move. A few months ago, Reese posted her own workout footage. Intense strength training, lower body development, shot mechanics. She's back in the gym, retooling after unrivaled. Her trainer? A pro who's worked with NBA elite, including LeBron James. It's clear, Reese is locked in. The gym is her sanctuary, and her game is under reconstruction. One major critique she's faced? Her finishing around the rim. It's followed her from college to the pros. One recent clip even showed a trainer bluntly telling her, "We're gonna fix that. It's fixable." The message was clear. The work is far from over. And as Reese rebuilds her game from the ground up, Turner has already made her move. She's no longer on the same team. No longer in the same locker room. She's in Indiana now. With Clark. With Boston. With Mitchell. The question is, will it pay off? In the months to come, we'll find out. But one thing's certain. The road to a WNBA title just got more interesting. Angel Reese has been grinding. Back in the gym, laser-focused on the next chapter. And while critics have long targeted her finishing ability around the rim, it's clear she's intent on silencing those doubts. In one recent workout, Reese was spotted powering through heavy squats, lifting serious weight to strengthen her lower body, an area that's been central to her off-season development. And with the league loaded with elite post talent, that gym time may prove to be her greatest weapon yet. But as the Reese versus Clark narrative continues to dominate headlines, there's a much quieter story unfolding in Indiana, one that might reshape the entire WNBA landscape. While the debate rages on, the Fever have been making calculated moves, none louder than the acquisition of veteran forward Brianna Turner. Turner, who last played alongside Angel Reese in Chicago, now finds herself reunited with former Phoenix Mercury teammates Sophie Cunningham and Dawana Bonner in Indiana. But this isn't a reunion tour, it's a mission. Turner brings something Indiana desperately needs: frontcourt depth. Slotted behind projected starters Aaliyah Boston and Natasha Howard, Turner offers versatility, elite defense, and playoff-tested experience. But the question remains, what exactly does she bring to this roster? Is she the missing puzzle piece the Fever have been searching for, or another gamble that could fade into irrelevance? Before we look forward, let's rewind. Brianna Turner was the 11th overall pick in the 2019 WNBA draft. Year after year with the Phoenix Mercury, she carved out a meaningful role, not through flashy offense, but by mastering the art of doing the little things. She didn't force the game. She let it come to her. Her breakout season came in 2021, where she started all 32 games, averaging 7.8 points and an impressive 9.4 rebounds per contest. She continued to start consistently through 2022 and 2023, becoming a reliable presence on both ends of the floor. Though she's never hoisted a championship trophy, Turner brings invaluable postseason experience, having helped lead Phoenix to the playoffs in 4 of her 5 seasons, including a trip to the WNBA Finals. Her calling card? Defense. Turner's reputation as an elite defender precedes her. In a league where defense often dictates championships, her presence alone will elevate Indiana's ability to compete. And with defensive stalwarts like DeWanna Bonner and Natasha Howard also joining the roster, the Fever are clearly building from the inside out. Enter head coach Stephanie White. Known for her defensive philosophy, White's Connecticut Sun teams consistently ranked among the league's best on that end of the floor. And now, she brings that same mentality to Indiana, further reinforcing why Turner's addition isn't just about filling a gap. It's about identity. She's a defensive-minded big with size and versatility, White noted. She gives us options. You never know what lineups, injuries, or matchups you'll face across a long WNBA season. Moves like this are about strengthening the core. Though Turner will likely come off the bench, her role may be far greater than just a backup. She's the type of player who raises the floor of a team, consistent, composed, and unshaken by chaos. I think I bring a calming presence, Turner shared. I never get too high or too low. People ask why I don't smile more or why I don't get overly hyped. But I'm just chill. I observe. I compete. I like to run the floor, play defense, and win. That's what I'm here for. The Fever's GM, Amber Cox, praised Turner's shot blocking, rebounding, and basketball IQ, citing them as key reasons for the signing. And with Indiana pushing to shift from a rebuilding team to a serious title contender, that kind of veteran stability is priceless. Turner's minutes are expected to increase this year, especially after playing behind Camila Cardoso and Angel Reese in Chicago. Now, in Indiana, she's part of a strategic plan, built to fortify the roster around Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston. On the Sports and Shenanigans podcast, Turner opened up about the team's chemistry, saying she felt an instant connection with the group, especially with the culture Clark is helping to create. Clark, for her part, echoed the sentiment, praising management for making smart, intentional off-season acquisitions. Turner's signing is just one part of a broader movement. This offseason, the Fever brought in bona fide veterans, DeWanna Bonner, Sophie Cunningham, and Natasha Howard, each bringing experience, leadership, and versatility. Combine that with a returning core of Clark, Boston, and Kelsey Mitchell, and Indiana is no longer building from scratch. The foundation is set. Now they're building upward. And for fans, this is a turning point. After years of underperformance, they're seeing a front office that isn't just reacting, it's planning. Turner's signing has sparked mixed reactions online. Some doubted the move, referencing her limitations in Chicago. But many more have praised it, viewing her as a perfect fit for Indiana's emerging identity. With her blend of experience, defense, and leadership, Turner could be the steadying force the Fever need. The fans are already taking to social media, expressing hope that her presence will help usher in a new culture, one built on defense, resilience, and winning. And that's the bet Indiana is making. A roster loaded with young stars, a coaching staff with a clear philosophy, and now, seasoned veterans to bridge the gap between potential and results. For Turner, this may be her best shot yet, not just to prove the doubters wrong, but to finally chase the ring that has eluded her. As the Fever set their sights on a title run, one thing is clear. Indiana isn't just participating in the WNBA conversation anymore. They're demanding to be heard.